All right, here we are on the first episode, actually, of 2025, the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast. Mr. Croissant is here with me today, and so much has happened since we probably last recorded in fucking maybe December.
Mid-December?
Maybe December,
We
something
haven't
late
recorded
November.
in a long time.
Yeah, something like that.
I didn't realize that we haven't recorded at all this year.
Oh, yeah, no, we haven't at all. And now we're
Oh,
almost
shit.
halfway through February, and we're just getting to it. But we got a lot of exciting things probably going to happen this year. Maybe, who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll record over in Thailand. Maybe I'll have a lot more guests coming on. But for now, there's a lot of things that have happened in this world of ours. The most notable things being the Super Bowl was a couple days
Oh my
ago.
god, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. The most notable
The
thing.
most notable thing was...
I mean, honestly, the most notable thing is probably Donald Trump becoming president again, because we haven't recorded since
We haven't
he
recorded
had that
since...
whole election, I think.
I don't think we've recorded since he won the election, have we?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like we didn't, none of that.
We didn't record at all in December?
Nope.
Damn.
So yeah, now he's taking office. There was no January 6th Part 2, unfortunately, which would have been kind of interesting to watch to see they just did it again for no reason.
It's 'cause those liberal pussies ain't got no goddamn firearms.
I mean, hey, it's true. For the most part, it's pretty true. I mean, that's, it's funny. My friends were talking about guns the last night because one of them, he had a guy, he got it on camera. Some dude came up, tried to like check his tailgate or take his tailgate or some shit. Look in his bed. So I
What,
guess,
his driveway?
yeah, from his driveway, like his truck was backed up, all the way to the garage door pretty much, and they still tried to go up there
Man,
and
that's
take his shit.
bold to do that here in Texas.
I know, and I think it was, man, it had to be like somewhere between 10 to 12, I think. I'd have to check the messages, but he was like, man, I'm about to build a fence around my shit. He was asking, hey, what gun do you have and all that stuff, like another friend. And they were talking about shotguns and shit like that. So, I mean, I don't know which one's going to happen first, whether he gets a shotgun or a fence.
Or a fence.
But,
Well, the shotgun's cheaper.
yeah, the shotgun's definitely cheaper. But like you said, it's pretty brazen to do that in Texas, to just try to steal somebody's shit at their house.
You have to know, somebody's going to shoot you. Like, you're in, like, one of the most gung-ho states about just shooting firearms.
My friend was like, I got out there a minute too late.
Oh my
And I
god,
was
he was
like,
like
Jesus.
looking for an excuse.
Shit, I mean, hey, he's gonna defend his
I could
property.
have done it.
I'm all with him, If somebody came around messing with my shit, you gotta go out assuming these thieves have guns too or something. I'm not gonna be like, hey, get off my property, stop fucking with my truck. And you ever seen that episode
Shoot
of Sanford and
first,
Son?
ask questions later.
There's an episode of Sanford and Son where Fred Sanford does that. He's got to watch. They steal Julio's goat. I forget which episode it was, but they steal Julio's goat. And so, the fuck, that whiskey's fucking with me. So he goes outside, and because he hears somebody like messing around and like junk rattling and shit like that. And he's just having banter back and forth with the criminals, telling them they better stop messing with stuff. He's like, "What are y'all doing? You don't know and you don't want to know." And then yeah, I got one somewhere. I got one in my
And
pocket.
then he realizes they're stealing something.
Well, yeah, he knows they're stealing something, and he's trying to dissuade them from doing it. But so when he goes over there to talk, they like keep yelling at him. From off screen, you just see some dude's arm and a revolver in it pointing at him, and he just turns around and goes back inside. And so I can only imagine if you go outside without a weapon, it's probably what could what happened. But yeah, no, self-defense and home defense around here in Texas, nobody fucks around with those. So people
Step
are just
on my property, I dare you.
right. I dare you.
you.
One toe goes on, one piece of that toenail crosses that line, you're getting shot. That's Texas.
You're getting shot.
Don't even know what your intent was. You're just getting shot. But I want to drink this whiskey, but at the same time, it's so potent that I'm like not gonna be able to talk for like like 20 seconds after I take a swig.
Which whiskey is that?
The Balcones rye, that barrel strength. You've tried it, I
Is
believe.
it that purple label one?
No, that's the Rumble. That one's on the shelf over there still. That's another tequila barrel one over there. This is the Texas Rye Cask Strength.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
you tried
one.
this one.
That one tastes like fire.
I mean, it could always bust open the other Rumble. I've been wanting to, because to go completely off of what we were talking about with the presidential shit and all that. I've been wanting to drink that tequila barrel aged.
Get some liquid courage before you storm the Capitol.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, if I had a ball of that and I was at the Capitol, I would have been running through whoever was in my way. I would have been up in there before everybody. I would have had my feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk. But see, the thing is that once that, and I guess nobody that went there really got this feeling. It didn't seem like they did. Once that drunken stupor courage wears off, and I'm sitting there in Nancy Pelosi's office on
You're
my
like,
feet.
oh wait, I'm committing a federal offense.
it's like, what do I do now? And you gotta love all the pictures people took of them committing crimes up there and all that. Like if I was like, especially that shaman dude, the dude who wears the giant like helmet with the fur and all that. Like, did he just think he was just nothing was gonna like he wasn't standing out? Like, what does a QAnon shaman do? Who does I don't know. I can't even think.
Well, they all got pardoned, so I guess it doesn't really.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Doesn't really matter.
I watched a video where they interviewed one dude who was like, "Do you think these guys should be pardoned?" And he was like, "Yeah." What about the people, who shot guns and brandished, weapons? Oh yeah, good, pardon them. I was like, I mean, the people, if they were just hanging out, like if somebody told me that there was gonna be like a riot over there on January 6th,
I'll go check out this riot.
and if I was nearby, I'd probably just like, kind of stand outside the crowd and like just kind of like, oh okay, and then get out of there. But what happens if like there's pictures of me there and they're like, hey, this dude was there, he's going to jail, and I'm like, I didn't even do anything. But I'm pretty sure most of the people that went to jail were people who really stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, I don't think they arrested anybody that didn't start climbing stairs.
Yeah. Once you started climbing those stairs, once you climb through the window, you're kind of in trouble. Once you start climbing stairs, I felt bad for the security guard that was if you ever seen that, where like it's just that horde of people coming up the stairs, and it's one security guard, and he's like trying to tell them to stop or keep them back, and they just keep coming up, and he just like gets the fuck out of there. I was like, dude, I would have. My job ain't worth that. He didn't have pepper spray, nothing. He couldn't do anything. If you pepper spray a horde of people, they're just gonna turn into feral like zombies or something and start charging you. Gonna turn into some World War Z type shit. But
So the second presidency has begun.
It's begun.
We're like a month into it.
We
Just
are,
about.
aren't we? Yeah.
And
Have you noticed the price of groceries coming down yet?
I have not, but I've only been grocery shopping like 2 or 3 times since.
Hey, I haven't.
I don't really eat much.
I just go get my Topo Chicos.
So,
I hope those don't go up in price. In fact, I should check that right now.
I sustain myself pretty well with water and sunlight.
That's I can't do that one. But now that I thought about the tariffs and stuff he's imposing, what was it like? You remember the values on those?
No, I read something about it like a week or so ago. But from what I've gathered, the tariffs and shit have been paused.
Yeah.
Or at least delayed for another couple of months.
He's supposed to put 25% on steel and aluminum from foreign countries.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean, he was talking about others on Mexico and Canada, just for, I think in general.
Mexico and Canada exist. We're gonna tariff them. We're gonna hit them with the tariffs.
That's pretty much what he's doing. I mean, I don't see what's good about these. So let's see. Trump is implementing a 25% additional tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico. That's crazy. My Topo Chico is gonna go up in price. I gotta go hoard it. I gotta just walk into Kroger's with a pallet jack and just take the whole pallet.
Just take the whole pallet of Topo.
What are you gonna do? Stop me? I'm legally buying this stuff. I'm not committing a crime that I know of.
It'll be like the toilet paper hoarding all over again, except it's Topo hoarding.
I never understood why people did that. Like anytime
People are
something
dumb,
happens,
dude.
they just
People panic and they frenzy and they don't know what to fucking do.
how much fucking toilet paper do you go through? You know?
I mean, if worse came to worst, you just fucking hop in the shower and
Then there's a water
Basically.
shortage.
well, you know,
I can't find my Kroger's app. It's
vote
already been
better
better.
and you
Oh,
don't
I
have to
moved
worry
it.
about those things.
Shit. I mean, whenever something's going down, like the eggs, there's a shortage of eggs going on. And everybody, like some dude, I was on Nextdoor. I don't know why I got back on that fucking app, but I was on Nextdoor and some dude was talking about they're price gouging eggs. We need to stand up to this. And other people are like, oh my God, they're price gouging eggs? What's going on? And then, like, there's only a couple people that actually heard, well, yeah, there's a bird flu going around, so they had to kill a shit ton of the birds, the chickens and all that. And so that's why the prices of eggs have gone up. It's not because they just want to raise the price of eggs to keep people from buying eggs. It's because a lot of the animals that made the damn eggs are dead. So there's less eggs going around. But it's just like people start complaining about this and that. Where can we get cheap eggs? I'm like, I had no idea that this many people really relied on eggs. And oh my God, dude, the price of Topo Chico did fucking go up. This is crazy.
You checking?
Yeah.
Checking right now.
Because once I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, Topo Chico comes from Mexico.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
It's gone up. I think $3.
$3?
Yeah.
Jesus.
For a 12-pack, it's fucking $14.
Whoa.
This is bullshit.
Damn.
The avocados. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care about avocados.
I like avocados. Avocados are good.
I don't.
It's gonna be a fun, quote unquote, 4 years.
Yeah.
I think it's really gonna be fun though.
It's just I don't even know. I didn't really care about it. Him being voted in. I didn't really like either options again, but I don't know.
That's the thing. America hasn't still collectively hasn't taken its head out of its ass and realized that there's more than just Pepsi and Coke ways of thinking.
Oh, very true.
And
Very
it's
true.
like it's never gonna catch on because it's not convenient and it's not easy to not take a hard line this or that stance.
I think people need to look at better candidates if we're just gonna do the Pepsi Cola thing.
That's not
the
gonna
Pepsi Coke.
I feel like the system is so fucking beyond repair. Because the people that you it's not even the president is something to worry about, but look at how long everyone else that's not the president just gets to serve in public office like that, just constant terms. There's no limits. It's wild. And now with what's been playing out over the course of the last month, giving non-elected people that have zero business being anywhere near those offices positions of power.
Yeah, to kind of jump like Trump did from being just like a. I don't even know.
And it's funny because everyone that's fans is really what it is, because people treat politics like identity politics, and identity politics is sports, right? So everyone is not thinking logically. They're treating everything like a fucking sports team. So like all the people that are fans of Trump, I don't know if they just like convince themselves with like they tell themselves that their delusions are like the right ways to think.
I mean, that's usually what
Because
happens.
it's not like that administration has any fucking interest in doing anything to help the greater good. It's all the slave masters getting the power, and
You
they'll
know what?
just.
And you've got a good train of thought right there. We're gonna have to pause it real quick because this whiskey just made me have to like run to the restroom.
Oh well,
I,
that's unfortunate.
I think that's what's going on. It's like so like strong going on, and suddenly it just got to a point. It was like, hey, you might want to go ahead and go to the restroom real
It's
quick.
time to
So we're
come
gonna
back
pause
up.
this real quick. So we're back on here. We're back on the record.
It's just a warning shot.
Just a warning shot. But so
We
you were
were
talking about
talking
the Pepsi
about
Cola.
people not being able to entertain or realize that there's more than just two ways of thinking politically. And the rich people basically taking over the government. And do you think that the Trump fans will ever A realize or like B admit that they fucked up?
Uh, no, very
Or
few
would it
will.
take absolute catastrophic failure? And then like even then it's like,
I
they
think
helped crash the car, but they're just like, "Oh,
it. I think we're gonna come to a point to where, like, if this presidency goes bad enough, then we'll possibly look into impeaching him. And I think at that time, some people who voted for him might come around to that. But at the same time, not a lot of people voted for him because they wanted him really to win. It's just because they didn't want the other party to win. So it's
oh yeah." And I always forget there's only two people that ever run for president.
yeah. I mean, shit. There was actually like what 5 on a lot of ballots.
I was
But
being facetious.
hell, even RFK he was like 1% on some of the ballots in the northeast, I think. So I mean, he at least got enough votes to be included on the ballots up there or on the polls when they were counting what you call it, the votes. But obviously, he had nowhere near the amount to compete with Kamala and Trump. But I didn't think Kamala was gonna win anyway, so I was like, "There's no way she's just gonna jump in here and win." I knew whenever Biden was up, I was like, "There's no way he's gonna get a second term. Somebody's gonna jump in and like take over for him." Hell, I thought in the term he was serving, I thought somebody was gonna be like, "Biden, just go sit down. We'll take over from here."
I definitely thought he was going to die.
Yeah, he kind of seemed like it
He's pretty fucking old. His
at
brain's
points.
clearly shutting down.
It's crazy though. Like you could see people that I mean, like I watched William Shatner, Neil deGrasse Tyson the other day, and Shatner is 93, I think, and he talks so fluently, and it's like everything's there. He's not stumbling or just
Well,
whatever
that's because Shatner hasn't been ruining generations of people's lives
the.
with policies for decades on end.
True, that is something that Biden hasn't beat with. I don't think that's why Biden's so mentally defunct at this point in time. But
I mean, he's got to pay for his treachery somehow.
this is Biden. This is like when he signed up to be a politician. That's what was presented to
Yeah,
him.
he sold a fucking.
We'll
Feel
put
like
you in whatever office you want to obtain, Joe. But by the time you're 80, you won't be able to do much
you
anymore.
won't be able to do fucking shit.
He's probably like, I won't live that long anyways. Next thing you know, Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Next thing you know, he's talking about corn pop.
The men, well, they weren't men at the time. It's like, okay. I mean, after watching that a couple times, I know what he was trying to say, but he said it sounded so stupid. They're all boys and whatever the hell he says. They're men now.
They were guys at the time.
They were guys at the time. That's what he says. They were guys at the time. Yeah, see, that makes it. If he said they were boys at the time, that would make more sense.
What else? Cause he flooded everything with his executive orders his first day in.
Oh, Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, he laid down a lot of executive orders. I was like,
So-
seriously?
He freed all of his fellow felons. I saw something the other day. I was watching like a breakdown.
Of what
Like,
Trump's,
of,
what all he
yeah,
signed?
just like all the shit that he's like signed.
He did sign.
It's-
How many did he sign?
It's like 100 something, I think.
Was it 100 something? Holy fuck! I was gonna say 40. 40 something.
Oh no, he signed this long like list of shit. Just it's a little overwhelming at this point.
I'm trying to see how many. I might type in how many you see, but
So he's
by category, I just want to know how many. So 55.
55. Okay, I was halfway.
55. Yeah, I was close.
I doubled it.
I was close though. I was like, I
Yeah, I
won't say it was
went
like
over.
40 something.
I'm not going to the showcase.
Shit, where's my money at? But yeah, no, 55 though. Still, that's a lot of executive orders. To just sit there and, it's like, oh, what's this for? Oh, this is so and so. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, dude,
Did you watch that video?
Oh, he fucking. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Size it.
What the fuck, dude?
My friend sent me. Ruben has sent me a video. I don't know where it is though, on what platform. And it was just, a lot of people dubbed over those.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. But it was just him signing all those executive orders and just, they were like, oh, this is for this random shit. And, oh, that's a good one.
I saw a bunch of shits getting blocked, or it's got to get reviewed for being unconstitutional.
Oh, fuck, this is, we might have sent shit. I hate having all these messengers.
I guess so the price of groceries has pretty much
Some of them.
either stayed the same or it's going to go up.
Obviously, like I said, Topo Chico's gone up, and I don't want to pay like $14, $15 for a 12-pack of Topo Chico. I can get alcohol for that price.
The Gulf got renamed.
Oh, the Gulf of America. I hadn't even looked on the map for that. Damn, it must have been on Messenger. This shit was so funny, and I can't find it. But yeah, the Gulf change. I didn't see why. Why did we do that?
It's so fucking silly, bro.
It was just something random to do.
Oh my
like,
god.
if that was that important, why
Gulf
didn't he
of
do it in his first
America.
presidency? Like, it just.
Because it's not fucking important. He just wants to give some like that. It's
Yeah,
it's fucking just like mind-boggling at this point. The Gulf of America.
Man.
Well, hey, at least we got that changed.
To the Gulf of America. Was there any other land? Well, I think he changed like a mountain's name or something like that too.
Who fucking knows?
Maybe this meme I'm looking for got
Gives a
deleted.
Fucking rat's ass. What the fuck it's named?
I do? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't see a point in renaming it to the Gulf of America.
There is no point. It's just something to get the fucking idiots that voted for him.
But who asked for
Some
that? They didn't even ask
nationalist-
for that.
Yeah, but they're all fucking idiots that are like,
True.
Oh, America this, America that, the greatest country ever. And
Love it or leave it.
You give them something to tickle their little nationalistic boner.
I mean, that doesn't sound bad. I think anybody wants their nationalistic boner tickled.
I don't. I have zero. The only time I'm actually like happy or cheerful for the United States is during the World Cup and the Olympics. Other than that, like, No, not really.
What about
The Super Bowl?
I was trying to think of something else with America, like just like the team, but that's
Something else that we specifically do?
Yeah,
The Super Bowl?
yeah. Fuck the Super Bowl though. I didn't even
The
care about
World
that. And
Series?
watching the Super Bowl that just happened was like I don't even remember anything about it because it was so
It
bad.
was a blowout.
It was crazy. Like I was like, and it was funny. Like a couple of days, I was like, I think it's gonna be a shootout. I think they're gonna go back and forth. I think it's gonna be a good game. You get people that talk to like, nah, I don't think it's going. I don't think it's gonna be a
The
good
game
like
was
shootout like that.
decided
Oh
by
my god,
halftime.
that game was so bad.
Kendrick did great, though.
I think his show was all right.
I did like Kendrick's halftime show.
I didn't really pay too much attention to it.
I feel like everything, like I always say this, everything's gonna pale in comparison to Prince. Like there should just be no halftime show anymore. Because nothing will ever be as good as Prince.
I didn't even get the point of the halftime show.
I mean, you gotta have something to entertain the people there while the teams are in the locker rooms.
I didn't know that's what they did. Like I don't watch football. I don't know shit about what they do. So I thought it was just like, all right.
So at halftime, they go take a little break. They go to the locker rooms and regroup, discuss how they're gonna come out at the second half, and then they go back to
Then
playing.
they come back out and they start running into each other.
While they're in the locker rooms, you gotta have something to entertain.
I mean, that makes sense. It just seems like a lot of work for 15 minutes, maybe?
15,
Less
20.
than 15 minutes? Because, like, it's like what? It's like halftime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Yeah, it's like a 15,
do
20
they start
minute
setting
period.
up right at halftime, or are they already set up? Because I never pay attention.
Well, I'm pretty sure for that, they've probably got everything, like, on rollers and shit. Something to quickly wheel it out there on stage.
Oh, yeah, I know they drive
Or
the stuff
wheel the
out. I just
stage
don't know if
out,
they did
rather.
it, like, right when it's supposed to be. Well, I guess they'd have. I guess they get, like, a little allotment of time.
Get in those fucking locker rooms now! We have a stage to set up!
Yeah, pretty much. It's on, like, how quickly they run off the players and go on the field. Because I did see the setup of the Kendrick Lamar one, where they ran out with, like, they drove out a couple of, like, I don't know, like, vans. It's like 7 vans or something that pull up, and then they just start setting shit up real quick. And so that's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, so when exactly
Do
they
they
do
start
this?
setting up and do the players get off the field?
Yeah, I was like, do they have a grace period to set up and then halftime starts, or is it
Pretty
just
sure
like...
once the last, like, members of the team, like anyone that's on the sidelines or shit, I'm pretty sure, like, whenever the last person gets off the actual field of play, they probably rush out there and start setting shit up.
Did you see that guy that was in the performance with the Free Palestine thing?
No.
I saw like some behind the scenes. I mean, if obviously we paid $1,000 or so to be there, we'd see it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he just cut it off of TV. There's some dude who jumped up on the Grand National, just like waving the flag. And I guess some coordinator was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And she like chased him off. So he jumps off the car, jumps off the platform, and he starts running around with the guys that were like carrying the giant black flags. He's just running with them. I guess solid. I want to say minute or something before somebody actually went out and like tackled him. And was I guess no, everybody thought it was part of the performance, but it wasn't.
Nice, good for him.
It was pretty.
That's pretty fucking ballsy.
That is very ballsy.
That dude will never be allowed at another football stadium for the rest of his life.
I'm guessing he was an actual. Well, he had to be a hired-on dancer unless somebody just snuck in there with the exact clothing.
I mean, if they didn't fucking know who he was, or if he was like that out of his mark.
I don't think it was that nobody knew who he was. I think it's just because he wasn't supposed to wave the flag like that. So like, cause I'm pretty sure he just kind of went out of where he was supposed to be. I haven't like looked at any story about it. I just like saw the video of him doing it. Cause like they got the lady that shoot him off did it pretty quickly. Like she was on point. I don't even know where the fuck she came from. She was on point shooing the guy off. And so then that's why he just got on the ground and started running around with the guys waving the flags until two people went and tackled him. Because, that's what you got to do at sporting events. You don't just, grab somebody and cart them away. You go out there and you
tackle him.
you full-on tackle them. Doesn't matter if it's a football game, a basketball game, a hockey game if somehow someone gets on the ice.
I wonder if anyone's been brave enough to fucking
Get hockey game.
try and fucking do something at a hockey game.
I bet I can find something. Let me see. What are they called? Like not a streaker. That's one of them. I don't think we'd be able to show.
I don't think anyone. Okay, somebody might have enough balls to try and bum rush the field of play in hockey with their clothes on. No fucking person is going to try and streak at a hockey game. There's no way.
This guy did it, but he's not.
No way.
This says streaker prank. I don't know if that's.
That doesn't look. If somebody was really gonna streak, is he naked?
Nah, he's got pants on.
No, that's not real. That's
Yeah.
staged. Anyone that's gonna do that's gonna be fully naked.
Yeah, that's that doesn't look like he. Yeah. I'm trying to.
Anyone that's gonna streak's gonna wind up on a list.
There's a 10-minute
about
video of
that.
hockey fans. Oh yeah, that dude jumped
Oh,
the fence.
he hopped the
Holy
fucking
shit.
glass.
Yeah, hold on.
Ballsy, bro. Ballsy.
Put that on. That's
I was
pretty.
gonna say, because that's the only way you're getting.
Oh, I don't
down
have
there.
the thing on there. Let's see here.
That's
There
ballsy.
we go. Mute this fucking turbo tax. Who does taxes? I'm just kidding. I
Not
do.
the people running this country.
Alright. Skip. Dismiss. Fuck out of here.
And we have a fan on the ice. My goodness, you don't see
Ha!
that. very
Bust
often.
his ass.
Wow. And the referee telling everyone to stay away, and yeah, this is wild.
Well, you think you've seen it all in the Ontario.
Oh, you think
Hockey
you've
League.
seen it all? Oh, it's fucking Canada, too.
And this guy is now going coast to coast, heading
He's
towards
actually
the
running on the ice pretty well.
Gotta say, he
They-
did have some pretty solid balance for.
They didn't even show him getting rid of him.
That's a bit strange.
Maybe they didn't.
I think someone's had a little bit too much of a good time.
Yeah, they do sell beverages here, and that is a first for me.
They
Yeah,
do
well,
sell
we sell
beverages here.
Oh my god, dude.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Are they putting him in a
they put
penalty
him in the
box?
box? Hell yeah.
Hey, you get 2 minutes and you sit in the box there.
And that'll get you like
That's pretty funny.
expulsion.
I don't know. I wonder what they did with him after the fact.
Down on the ice like that.
That dude's just walking there. I'm walking here. I like how in hockey, like these random things are just generally kind of acceptable.
It's very calm, I gotta say.
It's very compared to any other. If it was
To
an
every
NBA
other
game or
sport, yo.
NFL,
Well, I guess they know if they tackle someone on the ice, someone's gonna slip and crack their fucking skull. open.
oh, absolutely. The fact that this dude just walked on the court though, and he just jumped on. He just starts walking. All right. Well, at least we know
People do it at hockey games.
People
I
do it
gotta
at hockey
say.
games. I give them
And
props
there's
for
more
that.
than what we've already seen, like three.
That was like
4?
3 or 4 of them. Yeah.
That's
And only the first dude busted his ass. Everybody else was just kind of chilling.
That's shocking to me. I never would have guessed somebody would try that
Shit.
on the ice.
I wouldn't.
Well,
I'd land on that shit, bust my ass. It'd have to help me up. One dude got put in the penalty box, so that was funny. I wonder if it had what time, after 2 minutes, they just let him, they just gave him a uniform. It was like, get out there.
you have to play now.
Whew. What else has happened in the world? What else has Trump done? I think all eyes have.
Nothing that he has promised, other than freeing all those people from the coup attempt.
Fuck, my fucking throat's itching. This is like
But
clearing up
Elon-
everything in me.
Elon and his little goons got fucking.
Oh, the USAID
They
stuff.
got control of some shit, and then they had to restrict it a couple days later, some shit like that.
He shut, because he's gotten. I think they've been messing with USAID. I don't know if that's where the payment stuff was. I don't think that was where that was from, but he was trying to get control of something that issues all these payments. I guess something that has to do with the IRS. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing the IRS
Something that it's the one
attached
that
to it.
isn't it the organization that does like like unemployment and disability and all that, or is that something else?
I think that's something else. I'm trying to see what it was. I typed in Elon payments, and there's an Elon university that popped up. University, yeah. Elon does a critical treasury payment system. So somewhere, I guess the treasury he was messing claims treasury fraud worth $50 billion. To take over U.S. benefit payment system. I guess he's just fucking with a lot of payment systems. He's looking at a lot of different payment systems. What is that? What his thing is? Like, what does he do?
Like technically, or what has he been?
Like, what's his title?
He's the Doge man.
That's that's like his.
Isn't it the Department
like
of Government Efficiency?
That's what
and
it was.
they fucking gave it an acronym to go with his stupid fucking little.
It is Doge. Yeah, I kept seeing like his Doge.
His
This
little
Doge
binary
that.
money.
How Elon Musk's Doge could end the U.S. government as we know it. What is Doge? Yeah, like what?
The Department of Government Efficiency.
That's crazy. So I kept seeing that. I mean, because I heard the actual full name like way before I saw Doge, but I didn't remember what the full name was, and I didn't know he was just government efficiency. So I guess he's doing his job, but
Oh, and yeah, it's like I guess what government's not very efficient, so
yeah, because they've been cut like with the USAID stuff.
let's just completely disband it.
Pretty much they've been cutting back
Instead of fixing everything,
on so many things.
or instead of trying to make a change, let's just get rid of it while all of us rich people have the power.
Pretty much. Like the Doge, like whenever they were auditing USAID and how they've shuttered it and laid off most of its employees. It's like at a point I understand some of that because, we always talk about the U.S. aiding other governments and how much they spend. Obviously, it's a small part of the U.S. budget, but it could go to the American people. But at the same time, I'm just like, is he really going through this stuff, or is he just kind of like, fuck this, fuck that? Which
I
kind
feel
of
like
seems,
it's a fuck this, fuck that.
Yeah, that kind of seems what the this administration's kind of doing.
Fuck this, fuck that.
Because they got rid of that. What was the DEI, where they help people like pretty much blend in with society and stuff like that. I never really paid attention to what that was. I remember when it was made, but it didn't really.
The diversity.
The diversity, whatever.
Exclusions and inclusions or some shit.
I remember when that
basically
was
wasn't that like a kind of like a reworded, more expansive take on essentially affirmative action?
Pretty much. I mean, because it was mostly in schools and stuff, and I guess you, as a business, kind of had to abide by some of the laws included in that. But, I mean, I don't know how much funding we threw into it, or how much was government or how much was public funding. Because a lot of these places were probably at schools and stuff, and so I don't know. Public schools, the people around them are paying taxes for that usually, right?
Yeah, that's how the schools get funded.
So I don't see entirely how getting rid of that, how much money that might save the actual government. But like I said, it doesn't really apply to me. I never looked into it, so I didn't really care about it. But I do think that the decision he made, or like, didn't he do that with an executive action as well?
What, cut DEI?
Yeah. Because, like, I think, well, most things, obviously, like you said, we're barely a month in, and he's already cutting out all this stuff without really thoroughly looking into it and how much money we spend on it. I think some of his actions, or a lot of them, have been pretty abrupt, and I don't know if he's actually given things like due process or really thinking about this stuff. But, of course, I kind of already expected that from, Donald Trump. I don't know how much the Department of Government Efficiency really plays into this either. It's just like I understand cutting, trimming the fat, but how much are you actually like? Are you trimming the fat? Or are you taking away some of the meat now? I think all in all, USA is going to be a lot of fat trimming, but I think some other things that have been put into place by the government at points, we could definitely use some of those processes. But just getting rid of the entire thing for the most part
Yeah, see,
abruptly
it's,
is just a bit much.
I don't really like government. I think it's kind of unnecessary, but that's because of how shit happens when people get, like, the idea of having a government is like a nice idea, but in practice, it rarely ever goes well.
Well, I think there's obviously, of course, the other different types of government
Well, yeah,
that usually
but that's
go
like,
worse. But
well, yeah, but it's not like it's not like the U.S. has ever been some sort of model to look at for getting anything productive done. It's, politicians have just been lining their pockets for fucking decades.
yeah, it's not necessarily about being productive. It's about being free. Free to do whatever the fuck you want. Which is why
we're free to not be productive.
yeah,
We're free to not do what we're supposed to do.
exactly. We definitely have the freedoms, but the thing is that obviously people could take advantage of freedoms and loopholes and all this other shit. So
I mean, I guess I get the idea of trying to cut waste in all that shit out.
yeah,
But
I mean, it's what everybody should really
it's
try
going
to do.
beyond that, and it's
Yeah, I think
it's
it's
a little
not
concerning.
it's not very accurate and it's not very precise either, because it just seems like he had some things, an agenda to kind of do away with certain things. I don't know if I haven't heard him explain anything, any of the decisions, but I haven't really looked at the news after I saw him start doing this. So maybe he's explained something. I doubt it. It's Donald Trump, so. Oh, for some reason, I thought you were reaching for the airheads.
Huh.
I was about to try to hand them to you, and I was like, oh,
Those
yeah,
are
he
gone.
ate them. But,
I saw we're supposed to invade Gaza.
I heard him talking about that, too. I didn't pay too much attention to that one either. Because since I didn't hear really about it directly, I don't know what the plan is, what the thought process is. I know they got a ceasefire going again.
I saw the headline a couple
Somebody
days ago.
didn't do something right again, so now they're talking about fighting. And I think Israel's like, give us back all the hostages by, like, I think Saturday or something. And Hamas is like, no, right now. So then Donald Trump's like, yeah, give them back the hostages. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Or we're going to take Gaza for ourselves.
That wouldn't go well at all. Why the hell? We'd get fucked up over there.
I saw a clip or I think it was a clip. Maybe I was dreaming. Who knows?
You were dreaming about
like
the Middle East?
Some sort of press conference or something where he was talking about turning it into like a fucking resort or something.
Who?
Trump. He was talking about fucking taking Gaza and turning, like, he made an allusion or a reference.
Wait, this was your dream, right?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
Because I was like,
I just had something playing, like, in the background when I fucking passed out and went to bed. And then, like, I briefly
just made a dream out of it.
I, like, briefly woke up and...
I gotta look that up.
It was the other day when I had when I had that little overnight fever.
Oh.
And I was just, like, shaking and shivering all night.
It says Trump insists U.S. will take Gaza as he meets Jordan's king, and he's planning to take control of Gaza. I don't know. Trump pushes plan to take Gaza and relocate Palestinians. I did hear about that.
But yeah, I did hear or see a headline. Something about the U.S. invading Gaza.
Now it says no right of return to Gaza under his plan. I don't agree with that at all. That's just crazy talk. Like, What is it? Why? We shouldn't be like trying to do anything with that. I mean, we should be trying to ease the tensions, stop the fighting, and then maybe help them rebuild. Because I mean, in the first place, the reason they got crushed is because we gave Israel all this shit. And while we haven't really been involved in it, to the point I think where we put boots on the ground, obviously. Well, we gave aid. Made a floating pier over there where you're giving them aid and shit, so.
I mean, if you give a bunch of children handguns and one of them winds up dead, you kind of have some fault in that.
How long has Netanyahu been in office? Because I think, that's one of the things over there too, because he's just been. Damn, he's 75 years old? I didn't think he was that old.
Old people.
So he's, let's see, has been long serving as a Prime Minister of Israel since 2022, having previously held the office from 96 to 99 and from 2009 to 2021. See, over here at least we have, like, term limits, shit.
For the president.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what he is over there. He's the Prime Minister, so. I mean, if Trump somehow gets through all 4 years, at least he can't do it again.
I mean.
Unless he.
I was going to say.
He pulls a Vladimir Putin and gets rid of his.
You never know.
They're not. No, we can't let that happen. That'd be crazy. Possible, but crazy.
I mean. Your map on your phone says Gulf of America now.
Hey, I haven't looked at that map. That's not my map.
Well.
My map still says Mexico.
For real?
No. I haven't zoomed out to the Gulf of Mexico. I was like, what do I say now?
It's Gulf of America now,
Let me see
boy.
here.
It's ours.
Oh my God, it is.
Isn't that fucking stupid?
Well, next we're going to take the Caribbean Sea. And then how about the American Sea? No, the American Ocean. Yeah. Instead of the Atlantic Ocean?
American Ocean East and American Ocean West.
Yeah. Atlantic and the Pacific. We'll just take. The Indians have their own. Why can't we have one?
Oh, God.
See? It's true. See, Eric, you're thinking.
You make jokes like that, but that's how they really think.
You're thinking
That's
won't
really
get us very far, Eric.
That's really their thought process.
Who said Manifest Destiny was over?
Oh, we gotta name everything.
We're going to Gaza for spring break.
We're going to Gaza for spring break.
That's crazy. I really hope he doesn't like go over there and try to take it and like kick the Palestinians out. That's just crazy. It's evil. In fact, I thought before he got in the office, I thought he was trying to get like a joint. I know they don't want to do like a two-state thing, live next to each other, which is kind of understandable. They've been fighting each other for years. But I don't know, maybe I heard wrong before he took office on what his plans were, because this seems to be like a complete 180. But at the same time, I didn't think he was going to get a second term. And I really didn't. I don't think I listened to shit he said in his first term. I usually just like listen to his like highlights when he's on like a campaign or something. Yeah, he's got interesting highlights. He says all this like stupid stuff, and it's like I could watch Donald Trump say stupid stuff, or I could watch Biden not know what he's talking about. So it's like it's funny both ways, both parties. I make fun of both parties. Like Biden's if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And it was like, why would you say that? I don't think I knew any black person who wanted to vote for Biden. But apparently, if they did, they're not black anymore. Oh, I've sent you that comic panel, right?
Somebody votes for Biden and
he like
they
drains
turn
their
white.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. It's like I sent that one a long time ago. He's like, you're not black, and then he's like draining their fucking melanin and kind of their soul too. When I saw that, I was like, that's pretty funny. That's creative. All right, I think I'm gonna crack open that Rumble. I keep looking at my glass. I'm like, do I want to get Rumble or do I want to drink one of these Vizzies I got?
Cracking open the Rumble.
About to crack open the Rumble because I don't want to drink the other limited edition one. Put a little bit of pre-workout in there.
That's fucking. You're not serious.
I'm not doing that. That was an absolute joke. I couldn't imagine putting pre-workout into an alcohol that's fucking 122 proof. I don't know if I'd be bouncing off the walls or just have a heart attack and just be on the floor dead.
What happened? He put pre-workout in his whiskey. He fucking what?
Need to sharpen my knife again. It's been a little bit. There's a sticker stuck on it too. No wonder it's not cutting shit. Yeah, this one doesn't have a special label on it. Like this one does, actually. So this one's a limited edition one too. Yeah, that one's got that special label.
Yeah, the Total Wine.
Mm-hmm. And the other one I have has that ESPN one because I guess it was supposed to go to ESPN.
It was for that radio show they do.
Oh yeah.
Cause there's a.
Was it an ESPN radio show?
Yeah, it's an ESPN radio show here. I forgot the dude. I haven't listened to it in a while.
I bet his first name is Dan.
They do like a whiskey review or some shit. They have like a little like whiskey segment or some shit on their show.
They're like, "Where's my goddamn whiskey?"
So that had to have been made specifically for that. That's one of the coolest bottles of liquor I think I've ever seen.
What?
That radio show one that you got? Yeah. Because that shit was delicious.
This is the same type.
It's the same?
Yeah, finished in tequila cask. It's just not.
It's like not for that radio show?
It's not for the radio show, and I think it's 4% weaker.
Those guys from the radio show never got our bottle, so we don't know if they like it.
I did.
I did.
That smells great.
Smell that. Oh my god. Ooh, that is sweet.
Hell yeah.
That smells like just brown sugar and honey.
That's what the Rumble. The Rumble's like Texas wildflower honey and I think it might be
that
sugar.
Smells like molasses.
It tells you the stuff on the bottle.
That smells like molasses and sugar cane. Honey.
Some very distinction. This being solitary. What the fuck? It doesn't tell me. The other one tells you. The other ones, the Rumble bottles usually always say like Texas wildflower honey and some other shit. Oh, here it is on the front. Wildflower honey, Terminado sugar, and Mission Fig Spirit.
That shit is.
Did you take a sip of it?
No. I was waiting for you to take a sip.
Oh. That's some good shit.
It's crazy. It smells like perfume, bro. It literally just smells like perfume. Like, it's sweet. That alcohol sting is, like, barely noticeable.
This one doesn't burn nearly as much as that fucking rye. But it's also a good bit sweeter, too. Definitely sits on the tongue a lot better.
61.
I could put that fucking rye on. My tongue starts burning. This one doesn't.
Let me catch a little.
But it's still potent enough that you still get that whiskey burn going down, but you definitely get to taste all the flavors that are in it. That honey and sugar for sure.
Yeah, that's sweet.
But not too sweet.
Not too
sweet. It's a whiskey sweet. Good whiskey sweet. It's not sour airhead sweet.
Man, that's good.
Fuck yeah. Love this stuff. Because the only ones I don't... The only other
take
ones,
that on a rock, man. Let that shit kind of water down a bit.
I think I might have a half cube in here. I know I got a couple. I got a half cube. Perfect. Or half, not cube, but half sphere.
A half ball.
I got a hemisphere. That's what it is. That's
A hemisphere.
a hemisphere. I got a hemisphere of ice. What do you know about science, Eric? What do you know about Earth? Besides mushrooms. It's an actual question.
Oh. I thought you were just fucking around.
No, I was, and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, what do you?
Is that serious? I don't know. You got a quiz or some questions?
You want me to pull up an Earth quiz for you?
I guess.
All right.
Quiz me on the Earth.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Just gonna type in like Earth quiz. Earth. It's gonna be like a new podcast spot. Oh, you want a planet Earth quiz and Earth Day quiz? How about a climate change quiz?
If we do an Earth Day quiz, we gotta wait till April.
Alright. Planet
No.
Earth quiz. The Britannica version. You ready for
Oh,
this?
this will be pretty difficult.
10 questions, dude. 10
All
questions.
right.
Timer bonus. Alright, let's go. The world's longest river is...
The Amazon?
Is that your answer?
Yeah. Oh, it is the Nile. I almost fucking. Ooh.
How wide in miles is a degree of latitude?
Latitude. How long in miles is a degree? Ooh.
Well, 69.
69.
Wow.
I was gonna say.
Nice number. How long does it take a bottle to bob across the Atlantic Ocean? Who the fuck knows this?
10 years?
1 year.
Damn, that's a lot faster than I expected.
Which of these cities is sinking into the sea? Oh, that's easy.
All of them. Venice?
Yeah, I believe, yeah. Too bad Louisiana wasn't
All
on
of
it.
them. Oh my god.
What is the name given to the imaginary line at latitude 0?
That is. Is it Cancer?
Pretty sure it's the equator, but...
Oh, the imaginary line.
What percentage of Earth
didn't
is
read that.
arable?
I didn't read that question at all. I just looked at the fucking answers.
Capricorn? Oh, wow, that's terrible. What is a word for land that's fallen down a slope?
A landslide.
Right? It's just like, no, it's a tsunami. Which of these is not a peninsula? Oh, that's fucking easy.
Japan.
Yeah. What word describes the bend of a river? What is the circumference of Earth at the equator in kilometers? Oh, fuck.
See, this is why I hate learning fucking standard. 10,000.
40,000. Well, you
Well,
got
that's
4
it.
out of 10. I think you passed American, schooling.
Man, I should have read that question.
I was like,
I'd at least have 5.
I read that and I was like, is he serious?
No, I didn't read the question at all. That timer
Capricorn?
was going so fast. I just looked at the fucking answers.
Is
I
it
was like, oh,
Capricorn?
fuck.
That was funny. That was. Maybe we'll have to do more quizzes on the podcast.
We'll have to do more quizzes with longer timers. I read like one of those questions, and by the time I was ready to answer, it fucking answers.
Yeah, I was gonna take off. I didn't know if I could take off the timer because it just set the timer bonus. So I was like, I guess I can't. Like,
Does it ask different questions? I bet not.
maybe.
Redo it without the timer, and then see how the timer goes.
You can see. I would try to play again. Like timer bonus. That's the only other one.
Do you get more points if you answer really quick?
I'm guessing that's what the timer bonus is.
I bet it's the same fucking the quiz though. Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. How many points do? Oh, see, now it has.
So it doesn't have the timer.
Yeah, but see, now it has something that says score instead of just having the question that you're on. Because last time it was
So if I
It
do
was X
this,
of-
I'm
it
not
was-
gonna get 100.
X
Right.
of 10, but there was
Oh,
a
yeah.
timer.
No
now
way.
there's like a little score counter. What happens if you answer incorrectly? Does it take points from you?
Nah,
No.
it just you don't get any. I don't remember what the hell this one was. Fuck, what was it? And then, got 1,000 points for 8 out of 10. So yeah, I think if you take longer than a certain amount of time, you just.
What? Then it just.
Like, I don't think you got points for it because they were each like 100. No, they weren't. I don't fucking know. But unfortunately, it is the same quiz. There are other quizzes. What do you think you know a lot of, Eric? You want to get quizzed on? Just go find some random quiz out there on the interwebs. We gotta traverse all the series of tubes to find it. That pops in my head every now and then. That politician who was like, the internet is a series of tubes. I forgot what he said right before that, but I just thought that was like crazy. And I heard that when I was like, I don't know, a kid. And I knew the internet wasn't a series of tubes. But I guess that's the byproduct of politicians that stay in office for so long. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They get old. And they think the internet is made of tubes. Which, I mean, I guess at one point, information flowed through tubes. You know, you go to the bank, they still use pneumatic tubes. Technically, computers used to use tubes as well, if I'm not mistaken. Pneumatic tubes, anyways. So what do I know? I'm not a politician. I'm with Alex Jones. I don't like him putting things in the water, turn the freaking frogs gay, you know? I feel very strongly about that.
I feel very strongly about that.
What do you feel strongly about?
What do I feel strongly about? Like strongly enough to turn red, like Alex Jones?
Yeah? Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Start pounding on the desk.
I'd have to think about that. What am I that passionate about?
Is it Star Wars? You like Star
It's
Wars?
definitely not Star Wars. That might take a minute.
Oh, dude, with this ice cube in it, completely different.
Really?
Even more enjoyable. Or ice hemisphere. Excuse me.
It really brings that bite forward.
Oh, it does.
It puts the honey on the back burner.
I agree. I enjoy it. But I already knew that. That's why I bought it.
I didn't think that's what would happen with the ice cube. I figured it would just further dull the little sting.
There's no dulling this steak, sir.
Yeah.
This is, what, 61?
61.3%.
61.3%. Mm-hmm. It's a damn good 61.3%.
Yeah, I gotta say, for the absurdly high percentage of alcohol that is, it's not nearly as intense as I would expect 61% alcohol to be.
But then you got to compare it to the moonshine. The moonshine is actually, to me, is like pretty damn smooth. The apple pie cinnamon.
Oh, I forgot. I fucking have like these little mini jars of moonshine that I got for Christmas.
Again?
Yeah. Different flavors this time around.
I was about to say, I still need to drink like 2 of these.
I was going to bring those to you.
I still got the sipping butter pecan and then the sipping dark chocolate coffee. So fuck, maybe I'll drink these right now. I gotta make room.
Yeah, because there's like a whole another batch of like 6 or 7 of them.
Let me finish this rumble first. I'm gonna chug some sipping cream. Get fucked up off some sipping butter pecan.
Yeah, those have just been.
What you know about sipping on butter pecan, Eric?
What do I know? Sipping on butter pecan.
And chocolate syrup. That had to
Just
know.
imagining somebody with like a glass of fucking chocolate syrup. Just
I'd be
fucking
like, "Yo, what
thick,
are you-"
taking forever to like slide
Yeah.
down the glass.
So what are you doing?
Sipping on chocolate syrup.
It's 3 o'clock. I sip on chocolate syrup every day at 3 o'clock. It's like,
What
why?
the fuck is wrong with
Well,
you?
if you think that's crazy, wait till you see what I do at 4.
Oh my
That's when
god.
I break out the butter pecan. It's like, what the what? Yep. Every day throughout a couple of hours, I just break out some sipping creams and just chug them. That should be a movie. We'll get Brendan Fraser to reprise his role as the whale. That's how it happened. That's how he became the whale.
He was just sipping on chocolate syrup and butter pecan.
He sat there and he'd get off work, go home, sit in his chair, crack open some chocolate syrup, just fucking chug it. A couple hours later, crack open some butter pecan. Fuck. Let's see, ice cream. I rarely ever get Bluebell. I rarely ever get ice cream, so I was like, what the fuck's that Texas ice cream?
What the fuck's that Texas ice cream?
Cracks open some Bluebell ice cream, some butter pecan,
Might
whole
have
half
to-
gallon of that.
Have to take your Texas card, sir.
Hey, I remembered it. I didn't need help. I just don't eat ice cream, all right? At least I didn't go Ben and Jerry's or Blue Rabbit or some basic shit. How often do you eat ice cream?
I really like ice cream.
I've
I
been
have
wanting
a-
to go to.
I got a sweet tooth like a motherfucker, bro.
I've been wanting to go to the one in the mall,
Marble slab.
Marble Slab, because they got this cheesecake flavor I haven't had in years. I haven't had Marble Slab in years, but I know they got a cheesecake flavor that's great. Their peanut butter flavor is pretty awesome. I think they have a birthday cake flavor that's awesome. Cake batter. It's cake batter. Oh my god.
You're a cake batter ice cream kind of guy.
I had it one day and I put those fucking assorted sprinkles in it, and man, that was fucking phenomenal. And I haven't had it in years though. Like last time I went to the mall, like I keep going to that pretzel dog place upstairs.
Auntie Anne's.
No, the small standalone one. I think
Oh,
it's like Wetzel's
yeah.
Pretzels. And I keep getting those little dog bites, the cheesy ones with like the jalapeno cheese dipping sauce. And man, that stuff is so good. But so like if I have to go to the mall to do something real quick, I'll grab that. And then on my way out, I always walk by the ice cream place. And I'm like, I stop and I look at it, and I'm like, man, I gotta eat these pretzels. I can't get both. So I've been meaning to do it every time I go by that damn place, but I haven't. Just because I'm usually eating something else. But I really want some of that ice cream. Hell, the ice cream truck's been coming down the block, and I've been wanting some of that ice
Oh,
cream
bro,
too.
if I hear that motherfucker in my neighborhood, bro, I'm out the door.
He'll probably be outside here in like 20 minutes. You know,
If
they
I
like,
hear the ice cream man come by, I'm going to go out there and get ice cream.
that's fine. I'll go with you. I think I got like $2 in my pocket. I don't know how much ice cream costs nowadays, but back when I was a kid, we did chores and we got a couple bucks, and that was enough to buy I would get either the Crybaby icy thing in that small cup,
Mm-hmm.
or they had like this Looney Tunes one that was ice cream, and it was like 3 different flavors. It was like Metropolitan, but it wasn't. There was no chocolate in it.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan, yeah, that. See, that's how little I eat ice cream. Metropolitan. It was like a whole city. You ever tasted
It was
city?
a whole city in ice cream.
But
Houston's tastes like rancid piss.
yeah, see, I was always like, it's just like shit. It's like one of those joke flavors, like jelly bean. But
Houston, I wonder what this tastes like.
I would not. If there was any
Shit
bean,
on a sidewalk and piss in the air.
yeah, if there was any bean named after a city in Houston, I would not. Or not a city in Houston, a
Oh,
city
but
in
it's
America.
deep fried. It's deep fried feces for the rodeo.
I mean, I don't think any city would taste good, but I just have to assume that Yeah, I'm just gonna say if there was a flavor, a bunch of flavors based off of cities, I just wouldn't buy it.
I just wouldn't buy
I just
it.
wouldn't buy it. Be on the safe side. Couldn't imagine Louisiana's though. Tell you that much.
Crawfish and floodwaters.
Crawfish and what?
Floodwaters.
Oh, floodwaters. I heard like Fuddwaters, and I was like, "Fuck, what is that?"
I always get the character ice creams.
Man, I used to love those too, like the Tweety Bird stuff with the gumballs in the eyes.
Mhm. It's like that soft. It's like not soft serve,
Yeah, yeah, it's like in
but
between.
it's not quite ice. It's like medium serve ice cream.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Frozen
Yeah, 'cause
confection.
they had Tweety
I
Bird,
think that's what it's
Sylvester.
technically considered.
Fuck, who else was there? Tweety
Sonic,
Bird.
the Ninja Turtles, the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I rarely got those just because they melted so quick.
That's all I get.
But they were.
I've deviated throughout my entire life. I have deviated from one of those things like twice at the Ice Cream Man, and every time I am fucking disappointed.
Like I said, that Crybaby one, man. That Crybaby sour one in that small cup, and they give you that wooden spoon.
The little
It's like a stick.
paddle, the tongue depressor.
Yeah, pretty much. They give you that tongue depressor, and they tell you to eat this this ice with a tongue depressor. And you just gotta stab it until you get enough shavings off to where you can actually enjoy it. But yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's been so long since I've gone to like an ice cream truck, and he's been coming down the block.
That son of a bitch better be out here today.
He's been coming down the block. He'll probably be out here. I don't know when, but probably soon. Might have to cut the podcast and go out there and just wait for him. But usually he's flying by.
Oh, I'll hear him.
I mean, shit, you gotta hope. You know, at that point, if you hear the ice cream, man, you gotta hope you get outside in time to actually get his attention. Because, like, they go down the street looking for the kids. They don't see the kids. They'll just keep rolling. They're not expecting some grown adult to bust out of the garage and start, hey! Just waving money
Give
around.
me that ice cream.
Give me a motherfucking Tweety Bird! Or something like that, you know? Might think you're trying to rob them somehow.
Ice cream men sell drugs.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, he might not be expecting to sell ice cream to an adult.
But it'll sell something
But if
to
he's
you.
like the ones that I knew slanging growing up, he'll stop.
You think so?
I would hope so.
I mean, I'm
hope
pretty
he
sure.
tried.
I'm pretty sure if he sees you coming outside, you wave him down. That's what we always did.
You better have the fucking
If he's
Powerpuff Girl.
if he's coming down the road and we just like reached up and waved our hand, you know, he stopped. We didn't. I think that's like the universal ice cream man language right there. I don't know how else you get the ice cream man's attention. Guess there could be many different ways. I don't know. Gotta
Yeah, I
hope.
mean, the tried and true is pretty much all I've ever seen. I don't think anyone's ever had to do anything more than wave down the ice cream man.
You would hope they didn't have to do anything more.
He's not stopping.
Next thing the police show up and you said
Oh,
you
he's
had
really
to do
not
what?
stopping. The local ice cream man.
Yeah, that's how the news
Had,
story
like a heart
starts.
attack or some shit.
That'd be fucked up. You think he's just ignoring you, meanwhile he's actually having a stroke or a heart attack?
Foot's down on the gas.
Yeah.
Can't steer.
Runs to somebody's home.
Neighborhood kids don't know like what's going on.
That's how it would be. Then you as a parent, you have to try to explain why the ice cream man just ignored you, didn't stop.
Why he ran over?
Why he ran over somebody and hit a house. Bounced off a couple of cars on the way down there, probably.
Went to the side of the house.
Then somebody, you know, there's always that one person that lives in the neighborhood that doesn't give a shit and they just go start, like, fucking taking the ice cream out the truck. It's like, fuck it, this is my chance to get free ice cream.
So you're saying that this tragedy happens,
Yeah.
and somebody just starts ransacking the ice cream
So, yeah,
truck.
he's like, you know damn well there's going to be somebody in the neighborhood that's going to do it. Everybody's, like, worried about the ice cream, man. This one dude's like, shit, free ice cream. Goes
Waits
out.
a couple days and he starts trying to flip it.
Yeah, I was about to say he's gonna put that shit in his freezer and then try to sell everybody like his half melted ice cream probably, because he didn't get inside quick enough. He's trying to get too many, and they started melting on him. At that point, I would just be like the people that you sell cool cups. You ever had one of them?
Cool cup? Yeah.
Yeah, people just frozen Kool-Aid in a styrofoam cup. I remember when I lived in some apartments, they used to sell them all over the apartments. Like 50 cents a damn cup, man. How much did you pay?
I think they were like 75 to $1.
Ah, it's because you're white. You got ripped off.
Probably.
Damn. So in the apartments, they were always like 50 cents. And I was like, all right. When somebody told me, you want to go get like a cool cup? I was like, the fuck's a cool cup? And they're like, it's frozen Kool-Aid in a cup. I was like, people buy this? And they're like,
People buy this?
yeah, and they have these, you just go knock on somebody's door, and they're like, can we get like 2 cool cups? Like, what flavor you want? It's like, which ones you got? And you always end up getting like fruit punch. And so then, just like some fucking about 10-year-olds going to some random house. Well, to me it was random. I guess they knew them. Asking for like, frozen beverages from strangers. Give them 50 cents and it all works out. It's midsummer,
People
it's hot
pay
outside.
for this? That's like the oldest fucking thing.
What? People pay?
Dude,
Oh,
I just like picture you with fucking gray hair and the fucking newspaper rolled up at your fucking doorstep. People pay for this?
yeah, at points you get surprised with what people pay for. I was watching, a friend got me looking at the Whatnot app because he was like, oh yeah, these place that sells boots. I've gotten them like pretty cheap on there before, and I was like, and it was some place I had looked at before, but I never actually bought anything. So I just started looking at random auctions they have on there, and people like how I was talking about like buying pallets and selling them.
Mm-hmm.
Like people just make so much money off that shit on there because they'll buy these pallets and then they'll just auction them off at whatever either starting price or just like $1. And people always end up buying stuff.
What is that like? Whatnot's like kind of like eBay?
Pretty much, but like
less-
live auctions.
Less specialized?
Yeah, it's just live auctions, I think, across the whole app. And they had, the auction places actually have stores, too, that they set up. But some dude held up it's like a Hello Kitty blanket. I was like, dude, somebody's going to buy that. And I don't even know why. It didn't even look good. Like, it was brand new, but it was Hello Kitty. I'm not in Hello Kitty. So it looked good to someone else.
Fuck you.
And, oh shit, I was always a Hamtaro person. Anyways, somebody actually bought that shit for like $10-15. It started at $1. I was like, holy shit.
Started at $1 and climbed to 15.
Yeah. People really wanted that Hello Kitty, it's like, what do you call those types of blankets? They're not a comforter. It's like, it's not like a regular blanket. Anyway, so it was a blanket, but Hello Kitty brand. Somebody bid like $15. The guy ended up having 2, and he sold the other ones for I think about $15 as well. And I was like, damn, people really buy this shit. But I don't know how much those things would cost online. Like I've never tried to look up what a Hello Kitty blanket would go for. In fact, let's see what Google has to say about that.
Probably 20 to 25
You think so?
for a new blanket. Probably. Maybe more.
Try to see if I can find a one. I mean, I'm seeing $20 for one. I think this is the one. $17, a throw blanket. I think it was that throw blanket I just looked at. So see, I don't know. They got like $1 discount, I guess. I just keep hopping on it every now and then to see if somebody's actually selling anything interesting that I might want. I was following it for the boots, like I said, but they never sell like size 12s. They're always like, well, it's rare for people to ask for them. They're always selling size like 10s and shit like that. And I'm like, you small-feeted fucks. Well, I guess you're included in that.
I am in the very small fleeted fucks, bro.
There you go. Shit. So I was like, man, I want some boots like this, but damn, they keep selling like size 10s. They wear 12 in boots and like 13s and tennis shoes. So I'm always like, can you sell something my size? Oh shit, I'll buy a pair.
We don't have clown boots.
yeah, right. every now and then when somebody looks at my foot, like, how big are your feet? So I'm like, I always forget that mine are a bit above the standard size, but goddamn, they do make
The
it feel like,
standard
or
size.
make it feel like I got fucking clown shoes on. And then, you know, like, oh, there, put your foot next to mine. I'm like, all right. They're like, God damn. I'm like, it's a foot.
It's a foot.
I don't know. I don't think anything of feet.
I got tiny ass feet.
Well, at least well, I can't even say you spend less on shoes because they're same price, right?
Yeah, I don't think the size, and I guess unless you're getting into like handmade leather boots or anything that's
Hey, at least
like
somebody would steal your boots.
handmade.
That'd be nice. I
I
remember
don't- I
when I
don't
was a
think
kid,
the-
somebody stole my sandals. And I had way bigger sandals than, like, the pair that they had left. So I'm
Maybe
assuming
some grown dude stole your sandals.
it was like one of those kids' playgrounds in the mall, so I hope not, but that'd probably be some creepy old grown dudes up there. That's
I
for
feel
sure.
like if another kid took your fucking shoes, they'd know, like, oh shit,
Yeah, like
these aren't mine. There's no fucking way.
pretty sure it was more like a parent or like they just did it. Like it was like me when I was like 5 or 6 or some shit. It was just a pair of sandals, so you know they're adjustable and everything too. So you probably just put them on, didn't even think about how they were bigger. Cause then I
And
know
then left with them.
when I put theirs on, they were like way small. Like my toes were stiff. We had to stop by a shoe place and get me new shoes because they were so like tiny. Man, it was uncomfortable. Like my toes were just like sticking out the sandals. So I guess I got to be glad at least they were sandals. Because if somebody did that with tennis shoes, my toes would have been done for. They would have been all cramped up. But I don't know, what else can we talk about? We talked about politicians and shit.
Politics, small feet.
Small feet, yep. Had to hit the small feet, I guess.
Whiskey. No, I guess we can wait for more shit to unfold and see how the world's looking in a week.
Well, I guess we'll do that. We'll get off for now.
Oh, I guess I did see some good movies
Oh, what movies? Guess we won't get off now.
since the last time. I went and saw an early preview of this film called Companion. It's pretty good.
Fairly
Got some good plot twists in it. Got some good suspense.
Was it something you were waiting for to go look
No,
at?
it was like I was trying to find a movie to watch, and it said like it was something special the theater did. It was like unnamed horror film or some shit. Like they tell you nothing about the plot. They just tell you what rated it is and how long it is, and you basically go see a movie without knowing anything about it.
That's pretty
And then
interesting.
there was posters up for it like on the way. But I mean, I didn't know until after the movie.
Where'd
But
you
yeah, it
watch
only had like one showtime, and it was like a week before the movie actually came out.
Where'd you watch it at?
AMC.
Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. Just go
Yeah,
to
that's where I
AMC,
saw.
watch
I
some
saw
random
The
movie.
Substance early there too, because they had like The Substance played for like a showtime or two, like a week or two before it came out.
Hmm.
So I got to see that early over there. But yeah, Companion's really dope. It's a nice I don't know, I guess it's horror technically, but it's not like, it's kind of like a cerebral sci-fi, kind of like a mystery almost whodunit. It's weird, but it's awesome. It was great.
Did Columbo show up?
Columbo did not show up. I don't know if he would have been of any help.
It's Columbo. He would have everything solved within at least an hour.
You think so?
Yeah?
So yeah, I went and saw that, and I know I went and saw something like a month. Like, I saw something back in January, but I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, I guess we'll wait for things to develop further.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and end it right here.
Because we're like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
An hour and 24 minutes.
An hour and 24 minutes.
Not bad, and then we get to wait for Ice Cream Man to see if he pops up.
Yeah, I guess we can update on whether or not we got that ice cream.
Yeah, next time. Oh, he showed up right when we shut everything down. But all right, this has been episode 40 of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast, the first of the New Year's. And we're getting out of here. We're going to see if we can catch the ice cream guy. So, I mean, that's what we're doing. So, we'll see you all later. Oh, have a great day, Christian. No, Christopher. Fuck Christian.